Welcome back, everybody, to some more Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. I only always remember the name because it's right up here. It just helps me. I can customize it. Streaming assets, / textures, / garage banner. Ooh, I can change that banner. I know what I'm going to put there for the next episode. So stay tuned, everybody. That gives you more reason to pay attention to me. Anyway, at the end of the last episode, we took a new job. This guy has brake problems, and he needs a ventilated brake disc, normal brake disc, and a brake caliper. Move this to... There's the button. I am learning as we go. Hopefully we'll start getting faster so I can do like more jobs. You know, I keep pressing, like holding shift when I walk around because I expect it to help me move faster, but that doesn't do anything in this game, so I don't know why I keep doing it. There we go. My mouse is screwing up severely. I really just need to get a new one. I've had the same one for, geez, like, I want to say almost a decade, honestly. And so I really just need to get a new one. That's the ventilated brake disc that needs replaced. So let's take off this caliper. And these pads. And the brake disc. And everything else should be fine. So let's go ahead and mount the new one in. Beautiful. Put on our pads. Put on our... I gotta make sure to use the old caliper, the one I pulled off, in the old cylinder. There we go. Go ahead and fix her back up. Put on a tire now. That tire's good. I don't know why I keep always backing out. I don't have to do that. I can just kind of like scroll around. Okay, so this is the caliper that needs replaced. So let's go ahead and unmount this. There we go. Here's the calendar. Caliper. Those are two completely different things. Calendars have hot chicks on them. Examine mode. And there we go. Let's put our new one in. Find those. Yes. Awesome. Then we just gotta like screw her up. So I think this is definitely something I'm gonna be playing off camera a lot after we kind of get adjusted to the game and start doing more things. I don't know if there's those story missions that I saw. That we have one of them in there right now, but I'm also just kind of doing normal missions. There we go. And I'm doing the normal missions right now to get money and do the story missions and hopefully just kind of save up money. So I don't know if there's a finite amount to those story missions. Oops. But if there is, my goal is to do all those on camera, because I don't know if they're going to stay interesting or not, but we'll figure it out if it does, you know. But we'll see. I might end up, like I said, just kind of going to town and, you know, binging a whole bunch of stuff. That way we can move into doing the cars that we want to do, you know, or that I want to do. I have my own desire, and I also have all the DLC for this, so, because, you know, as I told my girlfriend, it was on sale, so, good thing she's not really listening to me right now. Anyway, got that tire back on, and I think everything's fixed. Awesome, so let's finish that order. I made $367 off of it, but really I had 5,600 when we started it, and now I have 5,700. So woohoo, I guess. There's one of the story orders, and then there's this here. We'll do the story order first. I read in a newspaper that the timing components should be replaced more frequently than recommended by the manufacturer. Same goes for the oil. Please check both of those things and replace whatever you decide is needed. So this is actually our first one we're doing that's going to move into me kind of getting to do stuff my way, I guess, because he said fix whatever's needed. I don't know how much money I'm going to necessarily get off of it, or if it's going to pay based off of, here it shows the parts that aren't discovered. That's kind of awesome. So let's go ahead and pop the hood, I'd say. Move into... Oh, we gotta move into this mode. Examine mode. So, let's see. We'll just start by clicking around. I don't think it's going to be any of this. It was timing parts is what he was talking about initially. So I feel like that's a hint. Some of these things just don't let me like examine them. Maybe it's just some parts don't wear. I don't know if that's a thing. I mean, I could see that. I know some parts last way longer in cars than other parts, but when it said timing stuff, I'm guessing that means like the timing belt and everything. See, like I said, I know a few things. Filter. Oh, wrong button. My bad. Let's put that back on. It was in good condition anyway, so we're good. Let's go back to it. Can be examined by taking off the car. So some stuff you get off. That's interesting. Nope. Good condition. Good condition. Good condition. I think all this stuff's going to be in... Yeah, like the overall engine's good, it seems. Okay, so let's go to this list here. Read in newspaper that the timing components should be replaced more frequently than recommended by the manufacturer. So, the timing components. I honestly don't know what it means by that. You know, that's bad. Ah, timing cover. So let's move to this. I gotta take off... Oh. I'm gonna have to take off all this to get in there, aren't I? So let's go to examine mode. So let's go ahead and unmount the part. Tensioner off first. There we go. See, I'm learning. I'm learning a thing or two. There we go. And then I can take the crankshaft pulley. And then the idler roller. Is that what that was called? Okay. Now I can take the timing cover off. And maybe, just maybe, that means I can start examining some of the better parts that I need to. Okay, so let's do examine. Let's see what I do have. I have the oil drain and the toolbox. Do I have... Ooh, I do have a skill point to either do 50% faster... Okay, that's what I want to do. I want to do faster examination, because I could use that. There's the engine stand. So, I noticed I have the engine stand. I don't have the lift. That's kind of great, right? There's a spring cooler, there's my toolbox. So some of this stuff I'm just not going to be able to inspect. So let's go to examine mode. Aha! So I got 2 cam gears at least. Camshaft, crankshaft. I have to use the compression tester. So I've got those 3. So let's go ahead and just take off the timing belt. Take off my cam gear. Examine. I didn't examine that camshaft either. Okay. So let's take you out. Take a couple things off to do that. I totally feel like I just clicked something. I didn't check these, did I? Oh, I don't have stuff to check those, so I'm not going to. Let's take off the ignition coils. See, maybe this will help me learn enough to fix some issues I've been having on my truck. I don't know. Maybe this could be used for some cool stuff in the future. This is kind of a cool game. It's informative. I like informative. That's how I live my life. Okay. There goes that. Now, I got a lot to take. Let's go back to examine mode. We're figuring it out. So let's go ahead and take this off. Basically, I'll just take everything off and then I'll look for the stuff that, you know, has to be fixed. I guess is the way to do it. So let's take you off. Nice and easy. Now I can take off the exhaust manifold, which has a lot of screws. I guess, I mean, I have to do it this way too, because I don't have, like, the lift to just take the engine out and work on it over on my stand. So I get to, like, stand here at an awkward angle, breaking my back. We're almost inside. Nuts and screws. I like to screw it. I like to screw it. Okay. Take you off. See, I know about spark plugs. If that makes you guys feel any better, for those of you that are judging me for my lack of information. See, I know a good amount about a lot of other things. I just never really had the time, I guess, to focus on cars, as bad as that is. I feel like that was pointless of me. I kind of have a feeling that it's not going to like make me inspect, aren't going to necessarily be parts that I don't really know what I'm saying at this point. I'm just trying to figure out what to inspect. I've taken off everything that I know that I was able to know for sure needs replaced. So, hey, look at that! I just keep taking parts off, but I didn't realize that I had it all figured out. So I need 2 camshafts, 2 cam gears, and 4 ignition coils. That's it. Okay. 2 camshafts, 2 cam gears, 4 ignition coils. Awesome! So all I gotta do is put everything back together now that I've taken apart. Hopefully it just kind of, you know, my hope right now is that it just kind of leads me through it in order. Because otherwise I'm screwed, I won't lie. I doubt it. I have a feeling it's not going to be that nice to me. Because I feel already like I'm missing something. So I have totally taken it way farther than I needed to. But hey, maybe I'll learn something from this ordeal. Like, don't just take everything apart right away. Especially if you don't know how to put it back together. And as time goes on, I can also get faster, like, there's a lot of upgrades, basically, is what I should say. There's a ton of upgrades to make this move a lot faster and a lot smoother. Which is good for me, because there's nothing smooth about how I go about things, I should say. Nothing at all. There's my new camshafts. See, I barely even needed to take off the engine head cover, and yet I did. I really can't wait, though, until I get into being able to make my own cars, you know? Well, not necessarily make, but rebuild. They have some old cars in this, too, which is what I love. I love old cars. And the little bit of driving I did, it feels, like, really solid and cool. So maybe by the end of this playthrough, or I wouldn't really call it a playthrough because it's one of those games that's just never really ending. But maybe by the end of everything, I'm going to be a professional at building cars. And then I'm no longer going to have to pretend to know what people are talking about so that they think I'm manly. Because I'm going to know a little bit about it. Maybe even a lot about it. We'll see. We'll see if this expands my vocabulary and teaches me how to be a real man. Because we all know I'm not. Those of you who have followed this channel know this about me. But I really don't know what I'm doing the majority of the time in life. I feel like I'm missing something. Aha! See, I knew there was something I was forgetting to put back. If there's anything in decent condition like that, like the fact that I still have his turbocharger in my inventory that I should probably put back in here. There they go. There it goes. That's where it goes. See, good thing I checked my inventory. I think the guy would have gotten really mad when he came back to pick up his car and it didn't start. Now all we got to do is change the oil, or as they say in my side of the country, oil. I always have problems pronouncing it. I go to make fun of people, and then I can't pronounce it the way they do it. Okay, let's use that. Drain it all out. See, that was how, a little more how it was supposed to pour out, unlike that last one that we used. So let's look at this. Make sure we got everything else. Yes, we did. That's awesome. And beautiful. And I'm so good at my job. I'm still trying to figure out where everything is. There we go. That's what I need. Da 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 da. Glug glug glug. Fill her on up with oil. And as we all know, my model is top it off until you literally can't fit any more in there. Although it is kind of... There we go. There we go. That's how you're supposed to do it. You do it until it spills out on the engine, and it's good for the engine that way because it helps lubricate everything. So we got 100% on this, so let's go ahead and finish this order. We got $2,205 from that, and we only spent $910. So that's got to be our most profitable moment we've had this entire game. So let's go ahead and run back. I don't know why I'm running to the door. No need for that. So we have 3 orders that came through and another story order. So let's go ahead and just start off with this one. Filters need replacing, change oil, and filter. It doesn't tell you how much they're going to pay though, I don't think, on any of these. So let's go ahead and, I guess it's just kind of do it based off of what you would think. Oh, I'm standing too close to this door to accept that order. And it's gone. I knew that was going to happen. Repair all running gear faults. Car is hard to control. That one's going to disappear. I'm not going to do it then. Car is hard to control. General running gear and control and repair. That's interesting. Or this story mission. Hey, I'm Roadmaster1234. That's what they call me on the internet. I'm a master behind the steering wheel. Oh, that one disappeared. In games, that's what he said. Now I got a real machine. I'll show those disbelievers what I can do on the real road. So please do something with these rims, because they slow me down. Oh, and I think something is not right with the engine. It makes a strange banging noise. Take care. So that's something we're going to have to take care of. We'll go ahead and just jump in and do this one first. This normal order car is hard to control. General running gear control and repair. So we're going to do this one first. La-di-da. There we go. There's my car. Let's go ahead and put you on the lift because, you know, why not? And then these come with a list for me. So provided, which is kind of nice. So I need the inner tie rod, sway bar, front end link A, outer tie rod, steering rack, sway bar, rear end link. We'll see how much I remember out of that. Rear sway bar, front end link A, sway bar, rear end link. See, I remembered 3 things. See, when it gives me the list, it makes life a lot easier. Like me a good rack. Jesus, I'm spending a lot of money on this. I know a little bit, and I know that most of those parts that I need to get to, I need to be underneath the car. Oh, I gotta go in through the tire. That's so much work. Okay. Take off the tire. The big old tire. Okay. There we go. Without the tire, it makes it pretty simple. So it's going to do that. To do that, I need to take off the outer tie rod. These are the 2 I need to replace. So I'm guessing on this one, it's kind of like I'm just replacing this front end here. There's the inner tie rod. My alarm's going off. So we're almost done. We're going to finish up this mission. See, I kind of like that you can just kind of get the screws from any angle. It makes it kind of that much nicer. Okay, this outer tie rod can go bye-bye. Inner tie rod can go bye-bye. I think that's everything I need. Front sway bar. Wasn't there like... What was it? Something link A that I needed. Oh, that's what I needed. Yeah. And I already got it. Okay. So let's replace it. And do the steering rack. There we go. This is... You know, I'm getting the flow of it. I'm learning. I'm figuring out how to put a car back together. It's kind of cool. Like, I mean, I don't know how realistic all of it is. And I really hope that they have Ford Ranger in this because that's my car choice. Just because it's what I drive and it's awesome. But, you know. Tire. Awesome. This, it's kind of a relaxing game. That's why I'm fully willing to do some stuff off camera. I actually probably will. It's not really something I'm necessarily going to wait for you guys to tell me to do. Sway bar, rear end link. So, I mean, did he say anything about... Okay, I don't see anything about replacing all of this stuff, despite it being bad. So I don't know if I should, because what if he just doesn't want to really pay me extra? I don't know. So let's go ahead and take off the caliper. I'm gonna like make sure I read all these parts every time. That way I can kind of learn. That's what I need right there. Okay. There we go. Well, I hate to like kind of screw this guy over, but I also don't know if I'll get paid for replacing all these parts. I don't feel like spending every last penny I have replacing them, unless I know for sure. So, this is the doom he's going to have to stick with. At least I'm giving him back the good condition parts instead of stealing all his shitty condition. I mean, all his good condition parts and putting my shitty ones in there that I have. That's what I would do in real life, but, you know. Like I said, I think we've determined I'm not the greatest people out there. Alright. Get this put all back together, and then I think he needs an oil change, is what he wants. And then we'll be out of here. Let's see. That's good. General running gear control and repair is provided. I think that has to do with all of it. Oh, no, okay. See, that is everything else too. So, this one's got a lot to it. I need, let's see, 2 small rubber bushings, 2 normal rubber bushings. So let's go on over to our computer here. So we need 2 regulars and 2 smalls. So this is kind of like interesting on how we do it. It's just kind of going about the whole situation. I don't know why I did that. Sway bar rear end link, which I've already put on there. That kind of fits for both of them. That's cool. Rear wheel hub. I mean, I know I have the list I can add things to, but it's a lot of work to do that. Okay, so I already forgot what I needed other than the rear. Well, let's just do wheel hub. Rear wheel hub. I think it was just the normal one. So let's do that. I forgot everything else already. I'm a terrible person. Let's see. Rear wheel hub. Rear axle knuckle housing A. Rear suspension arm A. Okay. Knuckle housing A. Suspension arm A. Got it. See, we almost got all these parts. I don't know how much of this is going to stay in. We'll see. Spring cap, rear shock absorber cap, and shock absorber A. Awesome. Should have everything we need now to make our way into this tire and just replace everything. So let's go take the tire off and fix all of these degraded parts. Brake disc. Oh, caliper first. Because I know we need the hub, which is underneath all this to begin with. Now, I think it's just kind of a matter of not being able to get to it. So let's go ahead and pull off rubber bushings. I think is what that was. Basically, this guy's whole back tire was about to fall off. Like the suspension just seemed like it was about to come out of the whole system. Now I know. I need to take off the drive axle, I think. To get there. There we go. That should do it. Oh. See, the problem is... Aha! It's inside. That's the problem I'm having. You just have this entire thing is fucked. Okay. So that's good to know. This is the part I just put on. This still needs bar rear end link taken off. I think that was actually what I just put on, the new one. There's the rubber bushing screwed. There we go. So we effectively just took off the entire back of this person's car. I think it's just kind of, I don't think it really lets you mess up, which is kind of nice for me, for my sake. So we'll just kind of start throwing everything together and hope that we get it all. Is the suspension all back together is the question? No. I don't think. No, that's the body of the car that's just kind of shining through. So I think we're good to put the... Nope. We're not good. Oh, it's already on, that's why. So let's do you. On the wheel hub, which took some effort to get to. Let's go and put in this rubber bushing. Yeah. There we go. And then I feel like I'm missing something. We'll find out, won't we? If we get it completely done and the game told me you've done screwed up, then we'll know. Let's see. What am I missing anything? Still missing 2 rubber bushing. Aha! See, that's a piece I just missed on the pull-out. So it's going to pull her out. Put in the new one. There's the other one. Eventually I'll figure out how to navigate this better. Just going to pull you out. I wonder if because I think these are pieces I had taken out. I think I just accidentally put the old bushings back in it. So now I have to go through and replace it. So clearly, it's not letting me put the tire on, which means I'm missing something, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, the wheel hub bearing. You can't quite put on the tire without the tire. And without the drive axle. Jesus, that would have been bad. Okay, well, figured out my issue. Put on the tire. Screw on it good and tight. Flat. There we go. Whew, okay. So, it cost me a lot of money, but I'm getting a lot of money. Awesome. Anyway, we're close to $9,000 now, so we've made a little bit. Next episode, hopefully this is going to look different. That's my goal. So, I'm going to catch you on the next one. I'm Mr. Bull 897. I'm going to be signing out.